Doxy Mom, and welcome back to my channel. If you haven't done so already, I greatly appreciate if you hit that little red subscribe button. You can ring the bell for notifications, and if you like this video, just give it a thumbs up. Well, Miss Peanut and Miss Indy and I, we're here to bring you the news in 15 minutes or less, so let's get started. Now, if you have not seen the latest Project Veritas video, you need to take 7 minutes out of your day and watch it. I will link it in the pinned comments below. Now, Amy Robach, she's a reporter for ABC News, and I think she's on Good Morning America, where she used to be. I just don't watch it anymore. Anyway, an ABC insider leaked a conversation between Amy and a producer about the Epstein story. Now, apparently, Amy had interviewed Virginia Roberts Guthrie 3 years ago, guys. Now, Virginia, she named names of important men who she was forced to have sex with, like Prince Andrew. She mentions Bill Clinton and others, and she told Virginia told Amy about Epstein and Ghislaine Maxwell, you know, the woman who got the girls for Epstein. And Virginia, she had pictures, she had all this information, and now Amy, she is mad, and she should be, because someone at ABC would not let her air the story about the biggest pedophile in America. Now, she knew they were getting threats from the royal family and Alan Dershowitz, who was Epstein's lawyer at the time, but they would not let Amy air the story, and she's known for 3 years. Now, this makes you wonder which reporters intentionally hold back the truth, like everyone at CNN, and which reporters are just made to stay silent. Moving on, Steve Scalise, he went on Fox News Tuesday to say that some transcripts on Ukraine from the secret meeting, they're being released, but the bottom line is they're trying to remove a sitting president because they want to undo the 2016 election. Now, Steve said that Obama had a failed foreign policy and he did not support Ukraine standing up to Russia, yet President Trump did. And Zelensky, he thanked President Trump for selling missiles to them so they could push back on the tanks that were coming in from Russia, because Obama, he wouldn't sell the missiles. Now, let's not forget, we just took out the head of ISIS and we just took out the head and the number 2 of ISIS. So Trump's foreign policy is much better than Obama's. Then they moved to the Democrats' impeachment process, and Steve says that it still allows the chairman to have veto power over any Republican witnesses. It still allows the chairman to kick the president's legal counsel out of the room. And that was never the case for Nixon or Clinton, and both of those cases started with a crime. Now, under Nixon, it was Watergate, and under Clinton, it was lying under oath and obstruction. Now, here, they still have not laid out a crime. They've been hoping for 2.5 years to find a crime. You know, they started with the Mueller investigation, and since there was no crime there, they looked for something else. They thought this phone call would yield something, and President Trump, well, he released the transcript. And you can clearly see that there is no quid pro quo, and Zelensky is saying there is nothing inappropriate about the call. So there you go. Anyway, Steve was asked if Republicans plan to ask Adam Schiff to be their first witness, and Steve said he very well could be, but the process the Dems have laid out, to them, it does not guarantee their witnesses will be able to testify, because Schiff and Nadler can veto people. This is all about a phone call between Trump and Zelensky appreciated the call and said he felt no pressure, and he got the money and the missiles. Guys, there's no crime here. The Republicans, they want this fake impeachment scam shut down because they're tired of investigations. And Congress, well, they aren't doing the jobs that they were hired to do, which is passing laws for the American people, not impeaching a president so he doesn't get re-elected. Guys, we all know that this is a last-ditch effort to try to get rid of President Trump before he lets the world know just how very evil these people are. Anyway, it was a great interview, and I'll leave a link. Now, I've also heard that Adam Schiff, well, he's in big trouble, and we'll get more to that in my next report. Now, Sarah Carter, she tweeted out, the Dow Jones Industrial Average on Monday hit a new high of 27,500 in morning trading, following recent records set by the S&P 500 and the NASDAQ. Now, when will the Dems stop the witch hunt and get to work for the good of the American people? Well, Sarah, that's a question I believe we all know the answer to, and the answer is never, because they hate America. And until they are put behind bars and or voted out, nothing productive will get done, which is just sad. Now, the Bradford Files tweeted out, I'm beginning to think Adam Schiff was duped by Brennan loyalist Eric Ciaramella. He was promised a quid pro quo. Then Trump released the transcript. They got nothing. Now Schiff is left holding the bag on the dumbest hoax since Jussie Smollett mugged himself with the Subway sandwich. Now, in my last report, I told you about Court TV. They had a special on Harvey Weinstein, his rape trial that will take place on January 6, 2020, and Court TV will be covering the trial. And Monday night, they talked to Harvey's attorneys, defending him on 5 charges, including rape and predatory sexual assault, where he could get up to life in prison if found guilty. Now, there are 2 accusers and another 3 accusers testifying. Yesterday, I said there was just 1. There's 3. I apologize. Anyway, they'll be testifying at this trial, even though 87 women have come forward. Now, the question was asked, why only 2 accusers? And the only answer they were given is that there are other investigations going on in places like Great Britain and Los Angeles, and no indictments have been filed as of yet. Now, in this interview, it was made very clear that many people covered up for Harvey. It seems like everyone in Hollywood knew, but nobody said anything, and everyone just covered it up. Now, Court TV interviewed 2 women last night in part 2. The first was a woman named Hope Damour, who says that in 1978, she was working with Harvey and was asked to go on a business trip with him because Harvey and his brother owned a concert promotion company. Harvey told her there was only 1 room available, and she didn't think anything about it. She said they were all friends, and it was understood she'd sleep in the bed and he would sleep in the chair. Now, she had on gym shorts and a t-shirt and got in bed, and the next thing she knew, Harvey was in the bed with her, and he was naked. And you know what happened from there. Now, she didn't want to go into any details about it, but it's still very difficult to talk about even 40 years later. She did say she just froze, felt if she just stayed really still, it would soon be over, and when it was over, Harvey stayed in the bed and slept there till the morning, and then acted like nothing happened, and then a few weeks later gave her a call to see if she wanted to go out for drinks. Guys, this is just disgusting and unbelievable. Now, Hope never told a soul until Rose McGowan and Ashley Judd had come forward, and Hope heard that Harvey was going to sue them for defamation of character, and they could be destroyed on a global stage. So, she called one of the reporters covering Ashley and Rose's case, and that reporter was the first person that she ever told that she had been raped by Harvey Weinstein in 1978. Then Court TV interviewed Katie Noble, who won Britain's Top Model, and she's a single mother to a young child. She grew up in the Caribbean. She had ambition. She wanted to move up in the world, and she was invited to Harvey's hotel room to talk about her career. Now, Katie goes into more detail on her sexual assault, and I will not cover that. I'll just say that a sexual assault did occur, and she was like Hope in that she just froze because Harvey displayed a powerful presence over her the entire time he was gripping her arm. And Katie said he breaks you down mentally because he's a powerful man that isn't to be questioned. She was embarrassed. She felt disposable and worthless. And Harvey acted like nothing even happened. So do you see a pattern here? Again, we need to pray for the victims, and we need to pray that he's going to be punished for these horrific crimes and justice will finally be served. Now, I just heard that Donald Trump Jr. is going to be on The View on Thursday, November 7th, that airs on ABC at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Now, as much as it pains me to watch that show, I'm going to try to tune in and take notes and just pray that, Don Jr. will have the right words to say, and that these women, maybe their hearts will be softened a little bit and listen to what he has to say. Now, on November 4th, Pierce County Sheriff's Office showed they had Field McConnell in custody on charges of extradition. And guys, I'm going to look into this. There's some things out there claiming he's done some bad things. And I just think that he's just been targeted by the deep state, because Matthew 17:16 says that you will know them by their fruits. And we'll leave it there. And if I find out anything else, I will let you know. Well, thank you so much for tuning in. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. And until next time, this is Doxy Mom, and God bless you all.